as you work with your totem, you don't have to physically be present with your totem, but you can start to borrow their qualities and characteristics when you need it, and they will start to show up for you. And as you do this practice, you're not just connecting with an animal, as we think of animals, like my dog is laying down here. You're connecting with that higher part of yourself, a higher guidance system. And so we are going to do a short guided meditation today together. And I am going to ask you to ask that question. So I want you to start to think for yourself, how do I experience spirit? And it's different for each person. It might be a knowing in your stomach, this intuitive feeling. You might be able to hear or feel something, or it might just be a thought. And I'd like to ask you to trust those feelings, those thoughts today, even if it's just a little, just for a moment, you see something, or you hear something, or you feel something. Trust it today. In my meditation, asking about today's class, I saw a bird. A bird was here with me, and I saw an egg, and he showed me this nest and said, look at what I've created out of nothing. And this nest was just so intrinsically made, so beautiful. And something was made out of all these tiny pieces brought together to make this beautiful nest. And in this nest was an egg. And this egg symbolized potential. And this bird said, I sit on the egg and I wait, and it takes time. So remember that sometimes these messages will take time, even if they don't instantly show up for you today. With that asking, they will show up for you. I like to use the rule of 3. So when it shows up for you 3 times in a row, now you pay attention. The first time it's just coincidence. The second time you notice it, but the third time you pause. I see you, and you pay attention. The totem that you choose today, I'm going to ask you to start to think about it throughout your day, and maybe even you find an image of it, or you ask ChatGPT to create an image for you. That's been one of my favorite practices, is saying, create this image and explain it a little bit. And it has come a long way. When I used to do that, they were weird images, but now they're beautiful images, and you can print them out, or you can put them as a backdrop on your phone. But I'm going to invite you that once you meet your totem for this year, that you keep it top of mind. You have it somewhere where you see it every day. And when something comes up in your life, you ask, okay, I'm going to step into this energy of my totem, and how would my totem respond to this? What is the energy? Borrow their energy and just let it seep into your life a little bit, and notice how things change for you internally. Allow the ideas to grow, and allow yourself to get to know these totems. All right, so having said all of that, any comments, or can we talk a little bit? Anything you'd like to share, Caitlin, about your process so far? It's already almost the end of January.
Well, I did want to share, sometimes it feels like silly, but you just embrace it. So for me, it did show up 3 times as penguin. I have like a brass figurine that I've had for like forever. But I've noticed it in a new way recently. And after that, it was just an image while online that came up that was a penguin. And then the third time, because it does sometimes, it takes 3 times to really catch your attention. It was a Christmas gift, and I got a kitchen towel with a little penguin, like, embroidered into it. And it was then I was like, oh, there it is. So, anyways, that was my experience. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of explore that more tonight.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So we're going to go through this short meditation. You're going to have that ask on your heart that you want to meet your totem, and it's going to show up for you. And if you've already met your totem, it's going to show up for you in deeper, more profound ways. Okay? So if you're ready, I want you just to imagine for a moment there's a blanket that is made of mesh copper laying on your lap, grounding you, assisting you in being here now. And as you breathe, when you are comfortable, close your eyes on the exhale and allow yourself to be. Notice how the breath moves the body. And allow yourself to imagine walking through a vast forest, and the trees surround you. You can smell the wet earth. You can feel the peace beginning to fill your mind and body. The sun is shining, and a single ray of the sun reaches down and touches the top of your head, filling your entire body with the most wonderful sensation of light. You are safe, grounded, and protected in this light. Any darkness that you've been holding in your body, in your mind, is fully released in this light. And you continue to walk. The earth crunches beneath your feet. And you notice a tree, one in particular, catches your attention. And you reach out your hand and you touch this tree, merging with the tree. You become the tree. Tall, strong, grounded. And your energy goes up and down simultaneously. Reaching down, you feel the network of trees, and you become all of the trees, connected to all of the trees. Feeling how beautiful the sunshine is for the trees. Feeling that warmth. The pleasure it is to be the tree, standing tall and firm nowhere to go, nothing to be except the tree. And you open your perspective, looking up to the sky, the clouds moving by. You feel yourself being pulled towards the clouds, into the sky, and you become the sky. You become the sky, and you have a completely different perspective. So vast, so open. And then a rain cloud comes and moves you towards the sea. You rain down and become the water, moving, flowing. As the water, you feel held by the land. And you can feel everything within you, the creatures of the water, the connection to the moon, you are connected to every body of water simultaneously. You are the water. And through this connection, you can start to feel and sense the land holding you. And you merge with the land, grounded. Now I'll ask your awareness, that part that is listening to me now, to search the trees, the sky, the water, the land for your totem for this year. That thing that represents this year for you. The energy you require this year. Receive that now. And allow it to speak to you. Receive those messages that you need this year for this path that you are walking now. And this totem has a gift for you. Receive that gift now. Connected with this totem, feel an energy from your heart center to theirs, and from their third eye center to yours. This connection will go with you this year, walking that path with you. And at the end of the year, together you will look back over these months and understand on an even deeper level these lessons that you've learned this year together. Receive any healing or insight that is required now. Thanking your guide for showing up for you today. Acknowledging that you will stay awake and aware of their presence as they show up for you in the days and weeks to come. Whenever you're ready, exhale, releasing these sensations, these visuals. Inhale, opening your eyes, coming back fully and completely into the body now. Coming back fully and completely into the body now. Welcome back. Now is the time if you'd like to share your experiences.
Share mine.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I know what my totem is for this year, and I didn't even realize it because obviously I wasn't present in the moment. It was really weird. I think it was the day after I finally had met you. I saw an eagle for the first time in like months, flying. Like, where was it on that main route from Greenville to like Edmore or whatever. I forget what the road's called. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen one of those like in a while. And then it was today when you said the power three, I was like, well, maybe. But then I was like, no, maybe not. Today I was on my phone and I was looking and somebody else had shared a video of an eagle in its nest guarding its eggs. So then I was like, okay. And
What?
yes, and then I was meditating, or like when we were going through that, and I was the tree. I literally felt it up on my shoulder, like claws and awe. And like I swear, its little beak went up to my nose. So like I was kind of like, "What is that?" And then I was like, "Oh my god, it's the eagle!" So I think that's my totem for the year.
Oh, I have chills
So
everywhere.
yeah,
Beautiful. I wanted the eagle when I got the snail. Man, but it was the right one for me. But I am so happy for you. That's a powerful, powerful energy to work with.
I did.
I'm excited for you. Does anyone else want to share? Hi, Bradley. I'm glad you're here.
Hey, I I don't know if this happens often or what it means or anything, but I actually had two show up at the exact same time. Like there was no
Mm.
gap. Uh, it was a honeybee, I think. It was some kind of bee and a monkey.
And a
And the,
monkey.
yeah, and a
Those are very
monkey.
different animals.
Yeah, yeah. The monkey one made a lot of sense though, because I've seen like two, three different videos with monkeys in them today alone. So
Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
yeah.
Bee. I love the bee energy of being. Be a monkey.
And together they were giving me clarity and remembrance, fearlessness. It
Mm,
was
amazing.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me be here.
I so outside of my dad's house, there's this like willow tree, and
Mm,
I have like this profound, I don't know, like connection to it.
mhm,
And I mean, during the meditation, like while I was going through the forest, there is randomly a willow tree, like in the middle of a forest where willow trees, I guess, generally are not normally, at least amongst all the other trees. Um,
mm,
and between that and I kept seeing like a phoenix, it
amazing.
it was interesting because it's kind of like it feels like it's an in between of needing to ground myself, but also rising, I guess, from like the ashes. And I don't know, I just know that like that's where I'm at right now in life. And I don't know, it just gives me chills and like full body, like not chills, it gives me the opposite of chills, like the full body warmth, like the heat.
Mm,
And it's, I don't know, it's just overwhelming, but in the best kind of way. And yeah, I don't know. So I guess a willow tree paired with a phoenix,
mhm,
and I get to look at a willow tree every day. But then the phoenix is like I have ideas of getting a phoenix tattoo.
mm,
So that's heavily on my mind. Way more in threes have I seen it. So that's yeah.
beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
It's so fun to hear everyone's experience. And I've been working on my imagination, but it just sounds like you guys have such cool imaginations. um, I liked going into it knowing what mine was. So I was just kind of waiting for the penguin to appear. And as soon as you mentioned water, I could kind of see the penguin swimming and having fun. So I know this playful side is really coming through and something that I'm embracing this year. And then I also saw like a penguin family and just felt like very nurturing, and it was fun to experience that kind of space. So, yeah, this
Mm,
was great. Thank you so much.
beautiful. So there's different ways to work with your totem. You can feel into the energy of it. What does it mean? For me, the snail was very quick. It was, well, very quick to know that it was slow, is what I'm trying to say. And I was, before I got onto this call, I was connecting with it, and it has like this like gooey stuff that it leaves behind.
Yeah.
And so I was connecting to that and being like, okay, what does that mean exactly? But sometimes I worry about being too much or like, but it's like, it's okay. You can leave a path, you can leave a trail. Like being all that you are and leaving a bit of you behind is just fine. And so you can just connect to that animal and learn about its energy in that way. Or you can talk to ChatGPT, which is one of my new favorite ways of understanding my dreams. I've been using it to interpret my dreams, but you can connect with it and say, what is the symbolic representation of this animal or these things together? And that would be an interesting thing to ask. And what does this symbolism mean for my year in 2025? How do I apply that to my life in 2025? Not to lean completely on the technology, but just the fact that we have it and using it, it does kind of open your mind to like, oh, maybe I could see it in this way. And then it shows up in different ways in your life and you can apply it that way too. Thank you all for coming today. It was such a pleasure to be here in this space with you and to see your beautiful faces.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to meet everyone. And of course, this was a fun way to hang out. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jessica.
Thank you. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye.
See you.